All right. It is Poetry's News and Twisted Views live. Let's see if we're going to get anybody in here right now. If we don't, I'm just going to roll through these topics as best as possible. And we'll see what happens. Okay. I meant to come on at least 5 minutes before time so I can get this stuff set up, and I was not able to do so. So we'll see. Poetry's News and Twisted Views live. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds, and then I'm just going to jump right into it. And maybe if I don't catch you doing this live stream, I will catch you down in the comment section. It's not gonna be too bad, because like talking to myself is, something that I do all the time anyway. 1 minute, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 26. All right, y'all, it's Poetry's News and Twisted Views. I'm just about to get started. So Poetry's News and Twisted Views is just a segment that I'm coming here talking about different topics that have to do with trending news. And we go, hey, OG Purple Johnson, hey, you my first person. I'm one of the people that get started at 6. I just get started anyway, whether nobody here or not. So welcome to the fold. I'm just gonna talk about some I call some deadbeat horse topics. They've been in the news over and over again all this week long. Starting up, like, I'm gonna hit on Monique. I'm gonna hit on Allegra, Amara La Negra, in the Breakfast Clue interview. Mentioned some stuff about Toys R Us. It was very hard for me to find any happy topics to talk about. So Poetry's News and Twisted Views, basically I would just record a video and just talk about some topics. So I said I'm gonna try this live and see how that works out. So anything that you think you might want to talk about, OG Purple Johnson. I love your name, by the way. OG. I just be thinking, OG, what's up? Anything that you think you might want to hit on? Okay. So, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. One thing that, a little bit about whatever. Okay, a little bit about whatever. So, I don't know if you knew that Toys R Us, they are closing down. They are shutting all their stores. I think it's like 180 stores about to be closed down. It's a lot of people about to lose their jobs. And I honestly think it's due to the fact that we don't allow our kids to be kids anymore. We sit them in front of TVs and technology, and they don't know how to use their creative minds. They don't play house or go build Legos and things like that anymore. So it's really hit the toy industry pretty hard. So now Toys R Us are about to close their doors. I'm one of the people that's like a big kid at heart. I still buy dolls for my little nieces and my G baby. I still buy puzzles and coloring books. I'm the type of person that would go out in the yard and make a dirt pie, stuff like that. So yeah, I really think that that's the fact that we are not allowing our kids to be children anymore is what is hurting Toys R Us, and why they are, after all these years, closing their doors. So that was a shock to me. And one of the things that I wanted to address, I'm going to go ahead and get into this early and get to it now. Somebody else just joined the room. Say hi, whoever you are, because I didn't see who. It doesn't show me the name of the person who joined in. If you feel like speaking, you don't have to speak, but hi, whoever the other person was that joined the room. Toys and businesses. Yep. And toys are business for everyone. Toys R Us used to be the leader. Yes, they did. They sure did. And I think, like, in St. Louis, we used to have Children's Palace and Toys R Us and KB Toys. Those were the 3 major toy stores that I remember. KB been gone for a while. Children's Palace, I don't know where the heck they went. They just disappeared too. And Toys R Us was all that was left. And as soon as I saw the Babies R Us store leaving, I was like, something going on with Toys R Us. And now they just made a big announcement today that they are closing all of their doors. So, yeah. But like, I'm gonna move on from the Toys R Us toys and get to some more adult toys. I don't know if y'all have seen all these sex dolls that's been popping all over social media. There's some sex dolls out there that look like real people. They got every color race, some over accentuated body parts. They even got a dude. I'm not sure if the dude is supposed to be for the homosexual male or it's supposed to be for the woman's pleasure, but they got a dude doll and everything. And most of the guys I know is like, hell yeah, what's up? We got the sex dolls coming out. We don't need women no more. And people been laughing and joking about it here and there. You want to, girl, do your video about $6. I'm gonna join it. I'm gonna come in on that video because mine is gonna take a whole nother turn. Even about the sex dolls, even though that they have, everybody is cheering about this. Some people feel good about it, some people don't. My cousin think that having sex with a sex doll is like sleeping with a dead body, so he's like totally against it. But I guess some men would feel that way about women and vibrators too. So yeah, I'm not too much tripping about the men dolls, girl. I seen one, I was like, duh, he is kind of fine. He is kind of fine. So let's say, so I'm not really tripping off the sex dolls themselves, but what I am tripping off of is they have now created sex dolls that look exactly like children. Most of the ones I've seen look like either Asian or little blonde hair, little white girls, or I haven't seen any that look like black children. I haven't seen any that look like boys, but these are sex dolls. The one with the locks. I haven't seen the one with the locks. Haven't seen the one with the locks. Yeah, so like I said, the one I've been seeing lately today and yesterday is all the ones that got to do with these kids. And they claim that they making these children like, they look like real little children. They making these dolls so pedophiles could steer their sexual urges away from real children. I don't see that working. I just don't see that working. I think it's sick as fuck that somebody even came up with the idea to create a doll that looks like a child just so somebody, some man or woman, whatever, can have a place to fuck. I mean, I think that's sick and disgusting. And whoever order them, they should be locked the fuck up. Just like if you watching porn online and you watching a porn with a kid in it, FBI will bust your front door down and arrest you for watching child porn. But they are really advertising these sex dolls that look like children. I mean, they look like 6 and 7-year-old kids dressed in like little school Catholic uniforms and stuff like that. They don't look like adult. They look like they are children. And matter of fact, the article that I read specifically said these are childlike sex dolls to help pedophiles throw their urges. And I was like, this is some sick ass shit. Have anybody else seen that besides me? The childlike sex dolls. That's what they say. So they say it's to keep you off of real children. I don't know about that either. Because I don't know any guy that has had sex with a sex doll or any woman that uses a vibrator that still won't go to the real thing. So I don't know how creating a sex doll for children is going to make them want to stop having sex with children. Hey phone, hey girl, hey. We talking right now about the sex dolls, but not the ones that the adults are bragging about and the adults are happy about. I'm talking about the ones that they have made specifically for children. They look like children, and they are supposed to be used to keep pedophiles from not having sex with real children. Which I was just saying, ain't no way. I don't even know people that have sex with real sex dolls or people that have sex with vibrators or toys that stop having sex with real people because they're using these toys. So I can't see how creating a doll that looks like a little child is going to stop a pedophile from having sex with a child. Hey Dory, what's going on? Oh, Frank G, hey, you're in the building too. How you doing? If they can't afford the doll, they ain't. That's what I'm saying. If they can't afford a doll, they ain't using it. It's like, I don't know how much they cost. I didn't even bother to look it up because I didn't want that to keep popping up in my search engine that I'm searching sex dolls. But if you on Facebook or Instagram, that's all you gotta do is type it in the search engine and you will see these images pop up with these childlike sex dolls. And like I said, the ones I've seen mostly have been like Asian and little bitty white girls. That's the most ones I've seen. And I don't know, it's kind of like the anime porn that they use with the children, or they make them school age kids, and that's what a lot of them reminded me of. But they was definitely children. They wasn't like the grown ass Asian women dressing as children. That ain't what it was. They were children. And somebody has put this out there and marketing these. Like I say, if I was the FBI, anybody that ordered this child sex doll, the adult doll starting at 2,000. Are you serious, girl? And who? Somebody is finna pay $2,000 to screw a damn doll when there's women out here giving out pussy for free. Are you serious? $2,000. Let me just immortalize my damn self with wax. Let me get some pay. Man, it's shit has been crazy. I was like, when I saw that pop up on Facebook, I was like, this got to be the sickest shit ever. Whoever thought of this shit? The fact that they even thought that there needed to be a market for that type of shit was crazy as hell to me. So, yeah, it's really just disturbing to see that somebody wants to market a child-like doll for an adult to have sex with. That's creepy as fuck to me. It's disturbing as fuck to me. And I'm like, this is where our world is going. $2,000, girl. $2,000. Even the one with the locks. Is that he 2,000 also? You stop going to Facebook, get some shit on there. It is some shit on there, but you learn a lot, boy. You don't be on Facebook, you will miss some stuff going down. Like I saw that I was like, what in the entire hell? So, Phone Frank, any of y'all got some topics that y'all wanted to address? I was going to try to hit on Monique a little bit. I had planned on reaching out to her, and I didn't. Instead, I started looking at different interviews and everything that had to do with why she was calling a boycott. And I've had some other discussions on a few other channels about Monique. And what it really came down to for most people is that Monique just need to shut her mouth and stop bitching about her doggone income. That she ain't worth more than Amy Schumer. And if they lowball Wanda Sykes, why they think that she deserved more than what Wanda Sykes got offered. So I was one of those people that was saying, I'm not boycotting Netflix. Well, I can't boycott anyway because I ain't got no fucking account. My cousin got the account and she got me on it. So I can't boycott anyway. Just like the NFL. I don't watch it, so I couldn't boycott it. I just, supported it by sharing the information. But what I am going to say about Monique, regardless if you think that she's not funny, or regardless if you think that Amy deserves more, what actually happened in the negotiations is unfair wage practices, in my opinion. And the reason why I'm going to say this is because, well, you see Tracy Ellis Ross, she's already saying that she may not, or she's trying to renegotiate her contract because she believes she should be paid more, if not the same as Anthony Johnson as well. Yeah, I totally understand what she's saying too, Frank. I don't think I'm going to stop watching Netflix because the boycott, when I boycott something, I think I have to, I need to know what the demands are. What are we demanding? What are we asking for when we do a boycott? So I don't see the benefit of the boycott, which is why I wanted to reach out to her. And OG, you say you think that she's entitled. I think that she is entitled, and I'm gonna say rightly so. And this is why. Let me break down exactly what happened from what I found from different articles and interviews from majority of the people involved. Netflix reached out to Monique and said, we want you to do a comedy special. And from that comedy special, we are offering you $500,000. Monique said, no, that's too low. I want you to take a look at my resume and then determine what my worth is based on that resume. And a lot of people saying, well, she should just renegotiate the contract. She should renegotiate it. If I'm telling you your first offer is no, I'm answering to you no, and I'm saying look at my resume and then come back to me with a different offer, she is negotiating her contract. She may not have went hard and came back to the table 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, but she did renegotiate. She asked them to look at her resume, and they told her that is not how we do business. We do not look at your resume to determine how much we're going to pay you. Now, I'm not sure how Monique found out about how much Amy Schumer got paid, but with Amy Schumer's deal, they came to her. They offered her $11 million, and Amy said that was not enough. They looked at her body of work, which is her resume, and they offered her, and then they negotiated an additional $2 million. Now, what is unfair in this situation? Not the money. I mean, the money is unfair, but not the money specifically. What is unfair in this whole situation is the fact that you just told one person that you don't look at resumes to determine how much we pay you, but then you did look at a resume when you decided to work with Amy. So what she's saying is not false. They did do unfair practices when it came to her. Now, in regards to money, the $500,000, they lowball the fuck out of Monique. That is a lowball. Monique said that she is the most decorated comedian out here. And a lot of people throw out Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is this. She got this many awards. She got that many awards. If you look at the body of work that Monique did, Monique has more decorated awards than Whoopi Goldberg. She may not have more movies or done more talk shows or what have you than what we feel we liked. But as far as what she has received, Monique beats her out. She beats her out by 2. But that's not what Monique was arguing about. What Monique brought up was Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. I think Netflix was paying them something like $20 million. Okay, so I'm not sure how she found out these figures. Maybe there's something out there. Hey, Donna Michelle. Hey, girl. I just bought me some new Adidas, girl. Hold on. I'm going to be right back. I got to show her these. Wait a minute. Y'all say that was rude and disrespectful. Girl, Donna Michelle, you are my Adidas queen like me, girl. Let me show you these. I got all off track. Bam, baby. Do you see those, girl? And they change colors on you. Ooh, sexy. Yes. So I just had to show those. I just bought those today. So back to Monique and Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Okay, so yes, girl, I got them at Kids Foot Locker because Ladies Foot Locker didn't have them. Kids Foot Locker did, and they was like 64. Yes. Okay. So, Netflix told Monique that the reason that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock were offered the amount of money that they were offered was because they are considered legends. And then in the same breath said to her, you are a legend as well. Well, if I'm a legend and you don't consider Amy a legend, then you should not be paying me less than $11 million, the $11 million you offered Amy. And so I totally agree with her on it. A couple of the people's videos I was on the other day, they were saying that Monique hasn't done this in a long time. She ain't out there. They don't know about the show she's doing. Honestly, what is Chris Rock doing? What is Dave Chappelle doing? Dave Chappelle was in retirement for over 20 doggone years. He came back to stand up. The same job that Monique is doing. Stand up. So if you consider them legends, and you consider Monique a legend, that is their words, not hers. They told her they consider her a legend. Then regardless of what she's doing right now, if you consider her a legend and you paying them that kind of money because they're legends, then Monique should be given the same consideration. Now, the way that she goes about things, people don't like it. They want her to shut the fuck up, sit the hell down, whatever. But even though I'm not boycotting specifically, I don't want her to shut up. Whoopi has at least one of all the major awards. How you come up with Monique has 2. We're talking about the total amount of awards that they have. She said she is the most decorated. She didn't bring out the type of award. She said she's the most decorated. So if you're looking at the most decorated, the most meaning the number, and awards being the decorations, she has 56 and Whoopi has 54. She is the most decorated comedian out there. So regardless of what type of awards Whoopi got, because really, they could have all been Image Awards. They could have all been SAG Awards. You know, each person values an award differently than they do another. Like they value the Grammys more than they will value over the BET Award. So, but if somebody got 18 BET Awards and another person only got 1 Grammy, that doesn't make the person with the Grammy more decorated than the person with 18 BET Awards. She has the most decorated awards given for any comedian out there today. That's a fact. But hey, Big Family Shoe, she popped on here and spoke and then throw it out. So, that's just like, okay, let me give it like a musical relation. If Tina Turner came on the scene and they wanted Tina Turner to do a show and they came to her with that figure, they're going to base how much they're going to pay her, hopefully, off the fact that she's a legend, because that's how they classified her. And we're speaking specifically of Netflix. We're not talking about our own personal feelings. This is what Netflix said of her, that they consider her a legend. I don't subscribe to that crap. She shouldn't go against Oprah Lee Daniels. This isn't the first time Monique brought it up. I totally disagree with you. Everything that Oprah Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry that she said happened. None of them have denied it. Everybody just want her to shut the fuck up about it because, one, it's old great Oprah. Like, Oprah can't be talked about. She fucking wrong as shit as well. She pays black artists, especially women, just as low as any other person or any other production company out there. Oprah is not above reproach. She can be talked about. I am glad that Mo was talking about it. And some other people, like I said, they was bringing up that Wanda Sykes, that she got lowballed. Wanda Sykes got hella lowballed as well. They offered her $250,000. And a lot of people say, well, Monique should have just did like Wanda Sykes said and shut the hell up and just take another deal. Wanda Sykes even came back and said that she thanks Monique for actually speaking up. Now, see, this right here is all speculation, what I'm finna say next. I assume that they offered Wanda Sykes a deal to do a comedy special. They offered her $250,000 and Wanda said no. Well, after she said no, she went and found her another home to do it on and she was fine. But she said no. So when it came time to offer Monique a deal, they said, well, fuck. Wanda didn't take that $250. Let's at least double it for Monique and she'll probably take it. She need to work. And Monique said, hell no. They forgot that Monique was a person who ain't scared to speak out about it. Now, the way she said it, it makes it seem like she's all about herself. I totally agree that the way that she said it makes it seem that way. But what she's saying is not incorrect. I am actually glad she's speaking out about it. But like I said, am I going to boycott Netflix? I don't have an account to boycott them. And like OG Purple Johnson said, she get hers free through T-Mobile. So if she didn't have it, it's not going to benefit them boycotting. And I still don't see the purpose of the boycott. If you're just trying to bring awareness to the situation, you could do that without calling a boycott. Because like I said, a boycott for me, and why I think a lot of boycotts don't work, is because people don't have an agenda or a purpose to say, this is what I am asking of you. And until you fix this, then we're going to boycott you. So if we're saying to fix Monique's pay only, no, it's not worth the boycott. But if we're saying that the level of standard in which you approach comedians who you consider a legend, the way you approach reviewing how much you're going to pay somebody, one person you say, I don't look at your resume, the next person you say you do look at the resume, there needs to be some consistency there. And that's what I have not seen from Monique. She mentioned that if she would have took that offer, then that would have hurt people like Tiffany Haddish and other females that's coming up behind them. And like Tiffany Haddish is on the top of her game right now. But at the same time, if there's not people that's speaking up and speaking out, it's going to continue to happen in closed doors. I'm one of them people at work that if I see something going down, something going wrong, the person that it's happening to may not ever say something until I speak up and say, hey, y'all treating them hella wrong, and this is what needs to happen. And then that person be like, oh my God, I'm so glad you spoke up for me. The same thing if you look at these Me Too campaigns that's out here. I know this is totally different and totally off the wall, but in a way it still kind of has the same trickle down effect. Hey, Life with Us TV, Lynette in the bed. Did you get your book, Lynette? Have you got it in the mail yet? Let me know. Because I'll be losing my tracking number, so I ain't track it. Even though it's one on there. So, what I'm saying about the Me Too, there's people that come out, like the Harvey Weinstein. There's people that come out, one lady decided to come out and say, this man touched me improperly. And there was 20 plus women who he had done this to over time, over the past few years. But until that one person spoke up and said something, all these other women didn't have the courage to say something as well. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking, like, in the same respect as Monique being loud and being out there, what have you, if somebody doesn't do it, nobody will ever know. The same thing, like I say, I know rape and sexual assault is different than a money grab and being lowballed and shit like that, but it has the same concept. If one person doesn't speak up and speak out about it, then nobody would probably know, and it'll probably keep happening over and over again. So like Wanda Sykes said, she is very happy that Monique said something, and she actually said that she wish she would have had the courage to say something as well. She still found another home, and she's happy about that. But she is so happy that Monique has the courage to speak up. And that's the one thing that I can appreciate about her, even though she's loud and out there all the doggone time. And some people say she's annoying and they want her to shut the hell up. Hold on, I'm trying to focus that back. She is not scared to take the hit. Put it like that. And a lot of people saying that, well, what else is Monique doing out there? She's not out here advocating for this, that, and the third. Actually, she is. She advocates for fair wages, especially in her industry, all the doggone time. And that's pretty much where a lot of the beef with Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry came from, is her advocating for other women within that field. Like I said, when she was talking about how Taraji got paid and Viola got paid, she was the voice that came out and said something. I know that might have made them feel uncomfortable because they wasn't ready to talk about it, but she was. So she brought it out. So I appreciate her speaking up and speaking out about a lot of these subject matters. I'm not going to tell Monique to shut the hell up. Kudos for me. I'm happy that she's talking about it. But like I said, I don't have a Netflix account to boycott them. I just watch my cousins or some other stuff. So, anybody else got any thoughts? Like, because I know y'all got quiet on me real quick. Anybody else have some thoughts about the whole Monique situation? And we can agree to disagree. I'll just tell you why I think I disagree with you. You can tell me why you think you disagree with me, and that could be it, you know. We all grown folks here. So, but yeah, I think they lowballed the hell out of Wanda Sykes as well. $250,000? And if you consider these people a legend, but you don't consider Amy a legend, there's no way you should offer them lower than Amy Schumer. No way. Regardless of how much you thought Amy was worth. You specifically told this woman that you thought she was a legend as well, and then offered her $500,000. I'm like, that was stupid. Okay, so if ain't nobody got nothing else to say about that, then I'm gonna move on to another hot topic that has been pissing me off this week. Y'all know I review Loving Hip Hop Miami, and there's a sister on there named Amara La Negra. She's a Dominican. She's a black Dominican, and her image has been brought to the forefront because of how she believes she's perceived in the Latin community. Basically colorism, racism, the same thing that we as black folks deal with every day. And she did an interview with Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy about the issue of her being an Afro-Latina. Now, I'm telling you, I only got through about 12 minutes of the interview because I was ready to jump through the screen and choke the shit out of Charlamagne and set DJ Envy ass on fire. That's how pissed off I was listening to this interview. They sounded so ignorant. Like, what is Afro-Latina? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. And I know damn well that Juju, Nas's ex-girlfriend that's on Love and Hip Hop New York, was just on their show not too long ago. And she said that she was an Afro-Latina. And they knew exactly what the hell that she was talking about. They really dog walked the shit out of this girl on this show, in my opinion. Trying to make her feel like she making all this shit up in her head. That the color issue within her own community is non-existent. They even try to throw in Cardi B as an example, since Cardi B is making it on the American scene. Ain't no colorism in the Latino community. First of all, they told the girl she wasn't even black. I'm not sure if it was Charlamagne or DJ Envy that says that, you know what, I thought you was black until you opened your mouth to speak. And for me, I would have said back to they old country motherfucking asses, I thought you was black too until you opened your fucking mouth to speak. Damn ignorance and buffoonery that comes out of their damn mouths, they get on my nerves. I don't even watch the Breakfast Club. Ugh, they irk my soul to the bone. So they were basically telling this girl that because Cardi B made it, that she making shit up in her head is one of the things that they said to her. And I'm like, first of all, Cardi B is one of those sisters that don't even claim that she has black heritage. She's like in complete denial. She says that she's Dominican and she's Trinidadian. She would specifically say that she's not black. So that actually is a prime example of what Amara is saying. That she is experiencing colorism. Everything that they said is just like exemplifying what the girl was saying. So that whole interview, Ashley Miller posted a video, I want to say this morning. Hey everybody, hey TW in the building. So she posted a video early this morning talking about Amara La Negra, and everything that she said to Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy was so on point. I don't agree with a lot of Ashley say half the time, but this time she was just on the money for me. As journalists, I don't even know if they really got journalism degrees, but they're acting as journalists in the media. First of all, they should educate themselves on the person that they're talking to. And then them being black men, to sit there and say that they don't understand colorism and the racial divide, and tell her that she really needs to just get over it as well. Angela Yee was there, and she wasn't confused about the ethnicity at all. But she would not speak up against them and the ignorance that they were displaying. Ashley broke it all the way down. Yes, she did. Ashley broke it down. They in NYC, and that's where I got exposed to a lot of black communities. I missed that. Show live chat message. Bam, pop it up there. Folks who spoke French and folks who spoke Spanish, and they were taking it. Yeah, they do. I can't understand how Charlamagne and DJ Envy says, yeah, we got a lot of Dominican people around here, and we don't see what you're talking about. Are you fucking kidding me, son? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Because majority of the lighter skinned people in New York have urban qualities, or they down quality. Would you say they were faking it, be fabulous you? If they were faking it, I thought that they were choosing to be ignorant. That's the way I'm gonna say it. They were choosing to be ignorant. For them to sit there and claim like they don't know what the hell she's talking about and she making shit up in her mind. I think there was one point that she had mentioned that people are on the internet saying that she taking melanin shots and she was doing something else to darken her skin up. Charlamagne acts like he doesn't understand colorism, but yes, he gets lighter every week. Yes, Lynette, that dude is bleaching the hell out of his skin. Charlamagne is getting lighter and lighter week after week after week. And for you to sit there and tell this girl that you don't believe colorism exists and she making this shit up, you a damn lie. You a damn lie. The whole Breakfast Clubs need to be ashamed of themselves. Yes, Phone Jones, you are right. Even Angela needs to be ashamed of herself, because as an Asian American, I was finna say this to them. You sit here saying that you don't understand what an Afro-Latina is. Us as black people in America, we are African Americans. Instead of us saying Afro Americans, we say African Americans. We throw a handle on the front of that American nationality so you can know where we started from, where we are derived from. She is a derivative of the African diaspora. She's Afro-Latina. She's born in a Latin country. So for them to even sit there and act like they can't even understand that concept. You go through Italy, they say they're Italian Americans. You got the German Americans. People would throw on their descendants base to the front of whatever nationality they're attached to so they can have a connection and association with it. And him sitting there as an African American man pretending like he don't understand the concept of being an Afro-Latina. Boy, bye. Shut the fuck up. So, oh my, I wanted to call in and cuss them out. Say, back in the day, light-skinned Spanish always looked down on dark-skinned Latin men and women. Yes, and Phone Jones, you being from New York, you know for certain that it exists. But Charlamagne and DJ Envy was saying they don't see it in New York. I was like, you out your rabbit ass mind. I see it here in St. Louis, and we got such a small community of Spanish and Latin descendants. I'm like, get the hell out of here. We have it with us as black people. The color line bias, just... My daughter had a friend thought that she was too good to ride a bus because she was light skinned, and try to make her feel bad because she rode the bus and she was darker skinned. I was like, it exists with us, within our own community. So you to act like it don't exist at all, and you can't understand the plight of this woman who's sitting there just as chocolate as she want to be, who's saying, I am a black woman. I may be a Latin black woman, but I'm a black woman. Come on, son. You was a lie. You a damn lie, and the truth ain't in you. So yeah, Ashley broke it down. Ashley broke it down. I swear I want to download her video and just keep that. You Panamanian. I didn't know you was Panamanian and American, girl. Yes. Oh. No. I'm just kidding. My best friend is Nicaraguan. She's born in America. Her mother and her father are both Nicaraguan. So technically she is a Nicaraguan American, but she is also black, so she considers herself a black Latina as well. So yeah, girl, yes you're a black woman, girl. You're black. Phone. Don't let nobody tell you different. You black, girl. I don't know of Charlamagne eat, sleep, drink, skin bleach cream, so he needs to shut the fuck up. He needs to shut all the fuck the way up, take all the seats. That really just got under my skin. And I know on the show Love and Hip Hop Miami, people are saying they so sick of her and her storyline. They so sick of talking about it. She needs to just move on and get over it too. And that pisses me off the most when I hear it from black people, because that's just like white people coming to us and telling us that we need to get the fuck over racism and we need to get the fuck over slavery as well. I was like, I can't believe how many black people have jumped on that bandwagon saying they so sick of her talking about it, she just needs to shut the fuck up about it. I'm like, if you don't, oh Jesus, in a tiny little manger. It's alarming to me. And I'm like, so you'll see me on other people's videos in the comment section defending the fuck that. I want to see it. Go and talk about it. My oldest kids are mixed with Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican? Girl, y'all are just a whole big melting pot up there. If they were joking, they are some ignorant. Yes. If my Stanley and Lynette voice, they owe some bullshit. That's what's up. That's what's up. I get the color issue a lot, but I get it from black people trying to convince me that I'm not black, which is such a fucking hilarious to me. Like, they trying to tell Amara that she's not black because she's Latin. They can't try to tell me that I'm not black. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be. I even did my DNA test. I'm the blackest one in my family according to my DNA stats. I'm like 87% black, and then the other 13% is like 1% of different stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? How you gonna tell me? I mean, I had a guy tell me, he was like, well, what are you? I said, I'm black. He's like, I mean, no, what are you really? Nigga, I'm black. That's what the fuck I am. I'm black. And he was like, no, you can't be black because, you know, black girls' hair don't do that. Don't do what? He couldn't explain to me what don't do that, what that was. And I'm like, if you go I lived in Africa for a few months, and there is so many Africans that are over there with super dark melanated skin, blue eyes, and thick, silky black hair, but they got blue eyes. And I'm like, if you go in, Africans we come in so many different shapes, sizes, hues, eye colors. We are black. We are the center of it all. Every other color and every other gene pool radiates from us. Like, come on, man. So for you to act like it's a anomaly or that we fucking unicorns, like I think one of the things that Charlamagne and them mentioned to her is that her eyes were gray. We don't see a lot of black people with gray eyes, so that's why, you know. I was like, are you kidding me? I am glad Amara did bring this issue on reality. That same thing be fabulous you, Angela. I'm gonna call you Angela, girl. Angela be fabulous you. And if y'all in here, y'all have not subscribed to each other's side, then it's subscribe. Hell, my Haitian side call me light skinned because I'm lighter than most of them, but I'm too dark. They used to make it a big issue. Ain't there some shit in there? Girl, that's right. I just watched your Q&A the other day and just learned that you was Haitian. I was like, really? I got a melting pot of friends. I'm like, I feel like slighted, like I'm the only motherfucking American. I don't know any other my gene pool that I could pull from. I'll be like searching out there. I swear, when I travel, I don't know if everybody else do this with me. When I travel to other countries, I don't care if it could be Russia, I am going to look for the black people and the black connection, the African connection that I have with that country. And every time I can uncover where we started from or where our race of people were at in that country, it's amazing to me that we every fucking where. We everywhere. So like, that was one thing I think Ashley mentioned, that, you know, during slavery, you know, before they came to America, they was dropping them off in the West Indies. They were dropping them off in these doggone countries. And I'm like, no one wants to be black, really. It's a crime. Showing up, black is beautiful, so stop being ignorant. Ain't that the truth, girl? Ain't that the truth? And like, if DJ Envy and Charlamagne just thought about just one thing that they said, when Columbus motherfucking ass came to America to steal America, I'm black and mixed with Negro. You a mess, Angela. And so when he came here to America, he thought he was in the West motherfucking Indies. So they were already making trips to the West Indies and to those other Caribbean islands before they started coming over here to the Americas. That's why Native Americans got called Indians, because his dumb ass got lost and thought he was in the West Indies. So they were already making trips and doing over to the other Caribbean countries and dropping us off there. A lot of the times we couldn't even make it to America. We were dying on ships, so they would detour to keep their slaves alive and drop them off in other Caribbean countries. So for them to act like they are just clueless, it's an act. I thought it was an act too. I thought they were choosing to be ignorant in that moment. They were choosing to be ignorant, and they thought that, I don't know, maybe they was doing it for ratings. They wanted people to get to talking about them. I don't know what the heck their point was. But, yeah, I wasn't feeling it at all. I wasn't feeling it at all. So, like I said, I'm glad that Amara is talking about it. I'm glad that Monique is speaking out about it. And that's pretty much all I really got to say about that there. If anybody else want to talk about some topics, want to hit on something, I was going to try to do this in an hour or less. All the light-skinned women in my family can't cook or clean because they weren't required to do so. But all the dark-skinned women can cook, clean, and take her in the home because they had to. Phone Jones. Let's see. In my family, we had a big colorism issue as well. Like, my daughter probably was a darker complexion than most of the other little nieces and nephews and cousins in our family. But my daughter had long hair. So if you had long hair, you got to pass. And they always used to try to press my daughter's hair to try to make it silky and long. And the fact that I kept her hair natural, they was just like, what the fuck? I don't understand it. Because up until I was probably about 31, I used to relax my hair. So it's been at least 10 10 years now, at least. I'm 44 now. So 34. So about 10 years now that I stopped relaxing my hair. But my daughter has never had a perm. And y'all see how her hair look. My kids are different shades of black, but I told them straight out, all you motherfuckers is black. You damn right. Blacker than blacker than black. And I don't get it. I hope that she still talks about it. And that one young lady named Veronica Vega that's on the show, who was supposed to be her friend. Now she on some shady shit anyway, because the dude who was straight bashing her, Veronica went on a date with him to try to get him to apologize to her. So on the show, he started to offer an apology, and she says that she thought it was very insincere because he only apologized so he could sleep with the friend. Now the friend is Cuban. I think she's Cuban and Venezuelan. She's Cuban and Venezuelan, but she has her hair dyed bleach blonde. So to him, she is very appealing. He always calls her Afro a thing. That whatchamacallit. He even called her a Nutella queen. He says a lot of very derogatory things to this young lady. And when she, so Veronica said, but he apologized to you, so you should get over it. Pretty much something like that. He really didn't offer an apology. That was not an apology. He, even after the show aired, he to this day, he is still going online, coming back, making taunts at her, talking about her blackness and how what he said wasn't an apology. He meant what the hell he said in the beginning, this, that, and the third. So for her supposedly friend to say, well, he gave you an apology, bitch, no, he didn't. And for you to sit there and say you think he did, girl, Veronica is something else. I started following, I told you I follow these people when I get on Twitter, and I started following her on Twitter, and I was like, this bitch, you're getting on my damn nerves. And now I understand why she's fully getting on my doggone nerves. So, yeah, the black thing, like I said, I don't understand how any black person could sit there and tell this young lady she needs to shut the fuck up and get over it, when we have been the victims of that type of thinking since we've been here in this country, in this land, to this day. So yeah, don't get over it. Don't stop talking about it. Do your damn thing, Ma. That's how I'm feeling about it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this live stream. I appreciate those of y'all who came by. Somebody else just joined in. I don't know if people are popping in and out. DJ Hollywood, girl, let me tell you, that motherfucker DJ Hollywood, you sure right. He was on Twitter calling himself now an Afro Latino. Bitch, that, I swear, it makes me want to take a flight down to Miami and find this motherfucker and wring his goddamn neck. These people make me want to fight. For real. This is one reason why I stopped recapping and reviewing reality TV shows, because I get really mad at the people that's on the show. And so, yeah, he has not offered her any type of apology. Matter of fact, after the Breakfast Club taping, he said that he feel the same way that Charlamagne and DJ Envy do. But now he gonna call himself the Afro Latino, you little punk ass motherfucker. I can't. Like, I hope to see more of her and what she got going on, because she getting a lot of record deals. She got a movie, offering and things like that. I like to see more of that on the show as well. But don't stop talking about it. She bringing people to the forefront. She making people show their colors, their true colors. We already know that all skin folk ain't kin folk. And DJ Envy and Charlamagne, I can't even call that motherfucker the guy. Charlamagne, like like a mangy ass dog. Charlamagne, yeah, they proven that all kin folk ain't skin folk. They proving it left and right, to and from. I can't stand them. People be out there, yeah, I respect him. He's very intelligent. You could be intelligent. You could have book smarts. That's why I think ignorance is a choice. He is choosing to be ignorant. I don't care how much book sense he has. He's choosing to be ignorant in this moment. And like I said, I don't know if he's just doing it for ratings or what he just doing it for, but he choosing to be a buffoon. And he doing a damn good job at both of them, him and DJ Envy, doing a damn good job of it. And Angela Yee, she don't get no motherfucking pass because she's sitting back and condoning that type of activity. I don't know what they do off screen, you know what I'm saying, or off the air, if she's having conversations with them, but I can't imagine that she is, because she acts like she does not have a voice. when it comes to interviewing people, anytime they get out of pocket, she sits back and just key with their ass. Even when you can clearly see, if you're watching, you can clearly see she's uncomfortable with what's going on. She just sits back and accept that shit. She need a motherfucking Monique on her team. Somebody that's gonna speak up for her ass and give her some fucking respect in the radio business, because she won't do it for herself. And she actually has a new show that's supposed to be starting. Damn, I forgot what it's coming on. But she's gonna come on like 3 or 4 times a year. She's gonna have a radio special or a TV special, and I want to say she's going to be talking about racism in politics, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know somebody was applying to Angela, you got this new show, and I was like, oh, I'm sitting right here with my laptop, I can look that shit up. So I don't know if I'll be watching though. New show, Angela Yee new show. I can't find it. I ain't gonna keep looking that deeply. It ain't that serious for me. But yeah, she don't speak up and out for me. She don't speak up and out. So, anything else that y'all think that we should address? Anything y'all need clarification on? Y'all want to talk about any of y'all viewpoints and what the few topics that we did address? We started off talking about Toys R Us and them closing down, and that the fact that we ain't letting our kids be a kid no more, and it's really hurting the toy industry. We sticking them in front of TVs and technology and letting them do whatever they got to do with those. They're not going out being creative. They're not building Legos, doing coloring books, or what type of games that we used to play as little. We used to go play tag, go play hide and seek, Simon Says. We play all kind of little games. Kids don't do that no more. I swear it warms my heart to go out and see, wow, is that how you got the sex toy? Girl, yes, that's how I got that is how I got the sex toys. Angela asked, is that how I got the sex toys? I started off talking about Toys R Us. That is how I got the sex toys. I went from talking about Toys R Us and how kids ain't allowed to be kids anymore, and then start talking about the sex toys and the fact that this manufacturing company is creating sex toys that look like children so it can help pedophiles stop screwing children, which I think is a bunch of bullpucky. Ain't no doggone way. As Lynette would say, a bunch of bullskit. Yeah. Ain't no way that a damn doll is going to stop a pedophile from having the urge to sleep with a real live child. Volleyball, kickball, skating, bike riding, Foursquare. Foursquare was the joint. Oh my God, yes, we used to play Foursquare too. Man, we played tag. Now, we did play a little grown-up game. We played catch a girl, get a girl. We did play that too. I ain't gonna even lie. But for the most part, we did freeze, tag, hide and go seek. When we sit Mama May I, Simon Says. We sit on the steps and you do the rocks, and you got to put your hands, and then if you pick the hand with the rock in it, you got to go back down a step. If you didn't get the one, you go up the step, and whoever made it to the top one. We did those type of games. We made mud pies. I played detective. I was the best detective in town. We would go out there. Everybody on the end of the block was witches. We would go out there and try to figure out who they finna cast a spell on next. We had imagination, and I don't think it was just because I consider myself a creative person. I'm a writer. Everybody in the hood was doing that. Everybody. We go out there. I used to tumble my butt off. Go get some mattresses and be out there tumbling. I'm scared to do a doggone back bend right now. But I used to tumble my butt off when I was little. I was the one that used to climb up and down the doggone apple trees and stuff like that. Kids today, they don't want to go outside. And in some sense, it's scary to send your kid outside. All these doggone shootings and killings. And you don't know if you're going to get shot by the neighbor or shot by the police. Just this world is going to hell in a handbasket. But yeah, kids don't play no more. Like it used to be the joint to sit up and play a game of Uno, play a game of Life, cartwheel, tree climbing, big wheel. I had the green machine, the one you hit the brake and you spin around. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing. I have a little bowler bat competition, and I could still whoop people butt in jacks. I am pow, pow, stack them up. I am the shit at jacks. But trying to find a kid to play it with me, I was just trying to teach my y'all might hear me say it once in a while. My G baby, Keena, has a niece, and she calls me granny, even though she's not my biological grandchild. I still love her like she's my grandchild. That's my heart. I be trying to teach her how to play slide. Y'all remember that game? Slide. You did it. Yes. I be trying to teach her stuff like that. Hold on to it. Mama, may I? Little Sally Walker. These kids just don't do that stuff no more. Man, their youth has just been stolen. Their youth has just been stolen. And man. Well, for the people that I do have here still, as y'all know, I am doing a grown folks session on Friday night. My grown folks session is just like what it sounds like. Chase, football, jacks, and Simon Says Yes, OG Purple Johnson, all those games. I love those. I'm gonna have an adult session. We're gonna all meet at Phone Jones' house, and we're gonna have us an adult session of all those games. So, but I'm gonna do a grown folks session Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that means 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Time. And I'm doing it at that time of day because if you still want to go to the club and some shit like that, you can go ahead and get to the club afterwards. But the grown folk session will be us having a talk about sex. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to be starting with some topics that are in my book, Doing the Damn Thing. Y'all already know about this. I done told y'all about this 100 doggone times. My book, Doing the Damn Thing. I'm going to pick a number, and whatever number relates to that story, I'm going to do a little snippet about it. And then we're going to actually talk about the subject matter that's in that story. And I stole that idea from Phone Jones. She was reviewing my book for me, and I love and appreciate for her. And every time that she did it, we got into a conversation about the book itself or about the topic. So, yeah, I figure I might as well do that now on this channel. And I'll be doing it every Friday. And once we run out of subject matter in the book, I'm just going to keep it going. So, if y'all want me to address anything specific that has to do with some adult-related materials, y'all can email me. I think y'all all know my email address is mytwistedlife@gmail.com. Just let me know what y'all want to talk about. If y'all had a question, y'all want me to give y'all some advice. I don't know why y'all would want my advice because I'm judgmental and petty. Y'all already know this, but y'all can do that too. So hopefully that'll be a good little session. And we'll talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. So yeah, and I think this Friday, my co-author Mocha, she's gonna sit in with me. So y'all will finally get to meet Mocha as well. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We already been on here for 57 minutes, and I don't want to go any longer. I still have a couple other TV shows to watch and post tonight. So thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, like the channel. The video. Subscribe to the channel, all that good jazz. If you're watching this after the live has ended, just leave your comments down in the comment section, and I will make sure I address those as I see them. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for stopping by. Peace.